there's going to be a part 2 because I got cut off because a phone call came in. Nicki Minaj, the dysfunction, sexual abuse, the predators that people marry and deal with. And then also just looking at black cisgendered men and women, and then mind you, I'm going to talk about the black LGBTQ plus community as well. Shout out to Walter Lee Hampton II. Check his channel out because he's always talking about it. But anyways, you go and marry a convicted sex offender. These are the type of people that y'all find attractive. And then, like I said, why do we have so many black men who participate in this behavior? And then we wonder why our children, people be like, our children are sexualized at early ages. Yeah, because they're probably being molested by your ass. Okay? Let's be real. So many of us can relate to grown-ass men hitting on us and making inappropriate comments about us as children. Okay? So many of us have been molested, have been sexually assaulted, harassed, and abused by grown men and women and people who were in our communities. Like I said, my molester was my damn babysitter. So, again, Nicki Minaj's husband fails to register as a sex offender. Her brother is currently in prison for sexual assault, rape of a minor. So it just seems like birds of a feather flock together. Because everybody in her circle is questionable. And it's just like, and so it makes you wonder, what are you doing, Nicki? What are you like? Because my thing is, who's to say that you don't have similar capabilities and fantasies and wants and needs? Because again, it's just odd. These are the type of people that you surround yourself with. I'm just saying. It's crazy. It's downright crazy. And then the fact that we have so many black people who will somehow come up and be like, well, it's not her fault that, her husband and he said it was a lie. He said it was a lie. You do realize that a lot of people who are guilty accuse people of lying on them. I'm just saying. No, I'm not saying that there aren't innocent people. An innocent man was allegedly executed yesterday. And we know throughout history there have been innocent people who have died in prison, who have went to prison, sentenced to death row, executed, and were innocent. But because of their skin color, their race, ethnicity, because of their lack of resources to get money to have a decent lawyer and attorney in the legal system, they were wrongfully convicted. This is very true. But I just find it odd how every time something negative is brought up against cisgender black folks, oh, they're lying against me, da-da-da-da-da. But then keep in mind, the victims are other black people. So how is this racist when the victims are other black people? And again, y'all so pro-black, yet most of the people that you hurt are other black people. Like I said, y'all are we are dysfunctional. Okay? Dysfunctional. Every letter in the word needs to be capitalized, bold, and there needs to be exclamation points. We are dysfunctional. They don't make sense. The type of shit that we allow in our community, man. Like, that's who you go and marry. That's your homie. A lot of y'all know y'all friends are sexual abusers. A lot of y'all know y'all friends are raping and abusing folks, and y'all cool with it. Y'all cool with it. A lot of you women, like I said, will have your kids up with, every new person that you bring into the fold. All of a sudden, you allowing them to have access to your children, bruh. Y'all so willing and nilly to let anybody be around y'all kids. And it's mind-boggling to me because I look at my own personal situation. You set up here and let a complete person live next door. A complete stranger. You don't even know this person like that. And that's who's going to be babysitting for you. Babysitting your 8-year-old grandchild? Really? You know, and then, like I said, y'all will allow any and everybody around y'all kids, your kids getting touched on and abused, and then y'all sitting up looking like y'all completely dumbfounded. I can't believe that this would, and then that's a whole nother video. Then when you do come out and let them know this is what you've been through, most of us don't get any legal justice, criminal justice. We don't go to any mental help. We don't get no therapy, no counseling. We don't even get physical checkouts to make sure that we're okay, because we're literally being penetrated at 8 by grown-ass people. Anyways, the dysfunction in the black community. I'm going to continue to call it out. I'm tired of but white people do this and white people. 2 wrongs don't make a right. You still negate, again, stop trying to gaslight and deflect from the issue at hand with your toxic, narcissistic asses.